Hello, hee hee, and welcome to Oto Monday. Indeed, this week it is an Oto Monday. We're having the Oto Maze and enjoying the Bishis. Uh, but yes, welcome. We are here to continue with Gretel's route. I do still have the walkthrough saved from 2 weeks ago to continue trying to get him to his happy ending so then we can begin Kaguya's route, because this boy deserves happy feelings, so. Anyways, let's just get started, right? I don't know if I read this before. Oh, okay, it does say previously read, so skip! Oh, never mind. So I decided to look through the cabin for any alternatives. What am I doing? If this were a perfect world, I'd have some cringy costume ready for him to wear, but unfortunately my life wasn't that convenient and present. Oh, right, okay, so he is taking a shower bath, and we're trying to get revenge. Okay. Oh. Well, according to the walkthrough, it says I need to pick the bird cage. Actually, it says I go through all the options, so we'll just start here. I still can't get used to how creepy this thing is. I walked around the full circumference of the birdcage. It appeared to be an ordinary metal cage with no modifications, but it contrasted sharply with the rest of the decor, and my curiosity was drawn to it like a magnet. It also takes up a lot of space, so it's really hard to miss. Oh, it opened! As I fumbled at the door handle with my bound hands, I felt the lock click open. And so I walked into the cage without a second thought, because that doesn't turn into a bad situation. Being inside felt much more cramped and oppressive than its external appearance would suggest. But I guess cages aren't really supposed to be comfortable. Okay. I wandered into the kitchen. Then I checked the cupboards and fridge, but couldn't find anything especially interesting. Whew! We only had paper plates and plastic silverware. Anything that could be used as a weapon, like kitchen knives, were stored out of my reach. Evidently, he was looking out for my safety. Or maybe it was his own. It was hard to say. Bed. I peered under the bed. It was too dark to see much of anything. I squinted as best I could, but as far as I could see, the floor was perfectly spotless. And closet. I opened the closet to find my freshly clean clothes hanging up to dry. I didn't realize he hung them up for me. Hi, honey! Welcome! Oh, my chat is all wrong color. I'm gonna have to fix my chat box or something. Hold on. Oh, we're gonna have to fix the color of the chat. Can I please just do this real quick? Thank you. I'll just have to change it back every time. I just gotta remember. Alright. Anyways. Chat disappears because I changed it. Mwaha. I turned around so I could feel whether they were all dry. Nice and dry. Good. It was still early winter, but with the wood-burning stove running 24/7, the Well, there goes my explanation. Hi, hello and welcome back. My computer crashed. I got the follower notice, and the computer just went, and then was like, sorry, there's a problem. Boom. So, that was terrifying. I've never had that happen on a computer ever in my life. I mean, all the footage, yeah, the follower was just too powerful. Sophia W98, you are too strong, too powerful. My computer didn't know how to handle your awesome presence. I guess we're just gonna start over. Look, we didn't get too far. Wow. What is today? Not a good day for me. Let's try this again. Hi, Yuzu. Yes, hi, Yuzu. Hi, Ane. I'm back, and we're gonna get Gretel's happy ending, and hopefully whatever caused my computer to shut down suddenly doesn't happen again. I'm lucky my game didn't get fucked up. All right. So anyways, just for sake of, since this is take 2 of the video, last time we left off, Gretel was taking a bath and we are exacting revenge. So, we're looking for, I guess, something to swap his clothes out with or something. If this were a perfect world, I'd have some cringy costume ready for him to wear, but unfortunately, my life wasn't that convenient at present. So I decided to look through the cabin for any alternatives. Yeah, it says I checked them all because that was before everything crashed. I still can't get used to how creepy this thing is. This thing is in the birdcage. I walked around the full circumference of the birdcage. It appeared to be an ordinary metal cage with no modifications, but it contrasted sharply with the rest of the decor, and my curiosity was drawn to it like a magnet. Oh, it opened! As I fumbled at the door handle with my bound hands, I felt the lock click open. And so I walked into the cage without a second thought. You know, like you do. Being inside, it felt much more cramped and oppressive than its external appearance would suggest. I'm trying to put my chapstick down! Okay. But I guess cages aren't really supposed to be comfortable. Next is the kitchen. I wandered into the kitchen. Then I checked the cupboards and the fridge, but couldn't find anything especially interesting. Whew! We only had paper plates and plastic silverware. Anything that could be used as a weapon, like the kitchen knives, were stored out of my reach. No yanderes for me. Or, well, I don't get to be the yandere. Gretel has exclusively requested to reserve that for himself. Evidently, he was looking out for my safety. Or maybe his own. It was hard to say. I go to the bed. I peered under the bed. There were 16 monsters. Nice. It was too dark to see much of anything. I squinted as best I could, but as far as I could see, the floor was perfectly spotless. Wow. Those monsters under the bed are sure clean. I opened the closet to find my freshly clean clothes hanging up to dry. I didn't realize he hung them up for me. I turned around so I could feel whether they were all dry. Nice! Nice and dry. Good. It was still early winter, but with the wood-burning stove running 24/7, the interior of the cabin was toasty warm. That must have helped. Additionally, I could see some clothes I didn't recognize. There were a few shopping bags sitting on the floor of the closet. I reached in and found several more pairs of women's underwear. Oh. I knew he was only trying to be considerate, but I couldn't help but feel a little weirded out. Upon further inspection, I realized these all still had the tags attached. Checking on this, make sure I'm still connected. Okay. Oh. Is it... Am I live now? What is happening right now? I don't understand. Excuse me. Am I live? Was I still live? I can't tell. Hello? Am I here? Technical difficulties. I'm a professional. I don't understand what's happening, but okay. I'm so confused about what's going on with my internet. I'm sorry. My computer is rebelling, you guys. Help. The uprising. It's happening. He really went out and bought me some brand new underwear, huh? Yeah, we just want to see Gretel's happy ending. Why are you rebelling, computer? Come on. Computer's just like, no happy ending for Gretel. Stop it. Not allowed. It's illegal. Granted, he might have ordered them online for all I knew, but I didn't understand why he couldn't have simply grabbed some from my room instead. Was there a reason he felt the need to purchase new ones? Why risk the embarrassment of buying women's underwear? Lastly, I stood in front of the wood-burning stove. The smell of ash met my nostrils, and when I bent down, I could see embers still glowing faintly through the tiny glass window. So much for that, I guess. Attempt at revenge failed. Gretel had extinguished the fire himself. Supposedly, he did it to keep me safe. But though the fire was out, there was still enough residual heat to keep me warm. I had now examined the entire cabin. Sadly, I had failed to discover anything especially interesting. Then again, I guess I already did most of the investigating yesterday. Well, now what? Oh, music's going away. Why? There was nothing left for me to do. I guess I don't have a choice. Oh well. The only option available to me was to make him laugh at my own expense. You guessed it, making funny faces. So I donned the weirdest face I could come up with and waited patiently for Gretel to come out of the bathroom.
お待たせしました。
Then I burst out laughing. Yes, me, not him. And yes, I said laughing. Why are you wearing that? He had walked out wearing a waiter uniform of all things. I struggled to contain myself.
似合いませんか?
Oh, totally. Of course you do. Absolutely. I nodded vigorously. Waiter. I think a butler suit would look much better, but you know. I'm sorry. I just wasn't expecting you to walk out wearing that.
姉さんとお揃いですね。
I mean, you know? Oh, you're right. We're like a cosplay couple. I made myself laugh again. Looking back, I'm not sure why I found this so hilarious. I guess it just struck my funny bone in such a way it caused a giggle fit. I can words. Oh, hello, sir.
姉さんもさっさとお風呂に入ってきたらどうですか?
Gretel walked over and untied my hands and feet. I could smell a faint whiff of something nice. You smell sweet. I leaned in close to his hair. Sniff, sniff. I couldn't tell if it was vanilla or honey or what.
姉さんからも同じ匂いがしますよ。
The return compliment is not appreciated. Then I remembered there was only one kind of soap in the bathroom. Too bad I can't really smell my own scent. I sniffed my newly freed wrists. Gretel gave me a little push towards the bathroom.
ほら、早く行ってきてください。
Can I have the kitty kigurumi again? Meow. He walked to the closet and pulled out a towel along with a change of clothes, underwear included. Are these the kind of panties you're into, Gretel?
もちろん。
Oh my god, really? Embarrassed, I stared at the floor, regretting ever asking.
姉さんが入ってる間に食事の支度をしておきます。何か
Oh, I'm sorry. Hit me with your best shot. I mean, speciality.
わかりました。
After my shower, I changed into my new clothes and sat down to eat with Gretel. He had prepared cupcakes adorned with whipped cream and candied rose and violet petals. But these cupcakes weren't just pretty, they tasted amazing. Gretel had filled each one of them with some sort of violet jam. Plus, every time I see something... Oh no, reconnecting! Tonight is not fun. I don't like tonight. Hi, hello, and welcome back again. We are having nothing but technical difficulties tonight. That's gonna be the title of our video when it goes to YouTube. It's not gonna be Gretel's happy ending. It's gonna be T loses her mind over technical difficulties. Fucking. Thank you for sticking around so I could identify that the connection, reconnection, disconnection, reconnection has been solved. Oh, I don't understand. Was this all just triggered by my computer crashing? Or was this a conspiracy where now my computer and my Wi-Fi are conspiring against me? Together! It's 2 against 1 and it's not fair! Anyways. Deep breaths. Anyways. So, plus the tea he served me came with violet petals and it feels so just out of left field to just go back to reading like nothing happened, but I can't just sit on this all night. Okay, we're good. We're cool. We're good. We're going back into the Otome zone. Back to Gretel. Back to Gretel. Cleansing my brain. Let's go. Plus, the tea he served me came with violet petals and mint leaves floating on the surface. All in all, it was very classy.
美味しいですか?
Oishii. Phenomenon. Do 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 do.
そうですか。それはよかった。
Yeah. Okay. Every time I see the fucking live thing change even slightly, I'm gonna be so paranoid now that it's gonna say reconnecting and I'm gonna get mad. Okay. Now we're back to skip. Let me pull up the walkthrough now. I haven't had an issue with Spectrum yet since I, you know, signed up with them, but I guess it's been long enough that they don't have to impress me anymore. I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna eat the pancake. And then, are you enjoying his hug? Yes. Oh, and then I need to, hold on. Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, I got electrocuted. I'm supposed to make a save file here, so don't mind me. Now we're going back to skip. Yeah, we're fast forwarding because we've read all this. I'm not gonna make you guys suffer it again. We're just trying to get the good end because I made a lot of bad choices. Like, apparently all of the choices I made were bad. So don't mind me. We're just gonna skip through all this stuff. Okay, I was gonna say, tell him not to eat me. And then I'm supposed to stop him. Well, after Mr. Wizard taunts him and we have flashbacks. Oh, what is tonight? What is tonight? I spent most of the stream so far just troubleshooting. Because my Wi-Fi decided to be a bitch, and my computer decided to crash. Oh. T is not a happy gremlin. I swear to God, if it does this to me when I am playing Final Fantasy 16 on Thursday, I'm gonna riot. Just in my room, I'm just gonna riot. Anyways, I'm gonna stop him. And then it's... Don't hurt yourself for my sake. And then... Yes, I break out of my restraints. Then I'm supposed to hit yes, and then no. Okay. He crouched down to meet my eye level. By the way, Red, what brings you to a place like this? I tilted my head inquisitively. Yeah, so he just busted in. He's like, you're in a birdcage. And I'm like, yeah, hi, what's up? How's it going? I'm a bird, tweet, tweet. I tilted my head inquisitively. I never imagined we'd get any visitors out here, other than the wild card that was the wizard, of course. Granted, I didn't know exactly how much time had passed since we first arrived at the candy house, but it was at least enough to heal my injuries. And since no one had visited in that time, I figured there was some kind of mystical force at play, warding them all off. Red averted his gaze.
森をパトロールしていて、この見るからに怪しげな家を
I
発見
have
したの
read
で
this
す。
before. Why are you doing this again? I thought it was only gonna stop me on unread stuff, sir. Anyways. I guess it's just because this time I was talking to him without my hands tied. Okay, so the house is still on fire. I'm concerned. Oh, will you forsake your dearest treasure? Yes. Wait. What? Wait, I got the... Is that the... What is happening? Hold on. What? Wait. Oh, no. Hold on. I think I was supposed to hit no. Hold up. Sorry. This walkthrough is very difficult because it's literally just the answers and not the questions, so I don't know where I am on it. And I don't know where I am now. I think I'm here, but... Tonight's a disaster. I'm sorry. Everything's going wrong that can go wrong. It's Murphy's Monday. Okay, yeah. Tell him not to eat me. We're gonna try this again. I'm sorry. I wish it would just skip to the next question, cause I'm trying to get to the happy ending. I mean, a lot of walkthroughs will do that just for spoilers, especially since, like, some of the questions are very specific to spoilers, obviously. But, like, I don't know, it makes it rough. Well, cause, like, normally when I play any Otome games with a walkthrough, it'll be like, oh, this chapter. But this game doesn't, like, go into chapters, so it doesn't really work. Okay, yes. And then, yes, I talk to Red, and then no, I don't give up my treasure. Okay. We're gonna get the happy ending right now. Okay, house is on fire. Gretel comes in. I will not forsake my dearest
僕は
treasure.
嫌だ。このまま死ぬのを待つなんて。
Oh, okay. Wait, was it... Oh, I guess it was just Gretel's choice to forsake his treasure or not? I don't know. But anyways. Then you have to abandon me.
それも嫌だ。
This scene lacks its emotion because I fast-forwarded into it. Gretel!
だから僕は僕が持っている宝物を捨てることにします。
He smiled sadly.
だいたいおかしな話だったんですよ。
He's sacrificing familial love for romantic love. Wow! Can we get out of the fire?
僕はずっと姉さんと同じ学校に通いたいと思ってたけど、それだけならこのまま受験に合格して無事に卒業すればよかっただけなんだ。
Yeah, no, this is fine, yeah. It's toasty, we're warm, it's cozy.
姉さんと同じ学年になりたかった。それって僕は姉さんと兄弟としてじゃなく幼馴染として恋人として周りに見られたかったということでしょ。
Can we not do this in the fire?
ずっと兄弟でいるなんて僕には無理だったんですよ。可愛い弟でいるにはあなたは魅力的すぎた。ずっと
Ugh.
あなたに欲情してた。キスだってしたい。
I'm trying not to think about him just saying brother in the other sentence. I'm sorry. Do you still feel that way?
思ってますよ。いつだって思ってますよ。 10代の少年の性欲なめんなって感じです。でもキスもセックスも全部生きてなきゃできないことだ。
Okay. I'd like to be out of the fire.
どうせ燃やすなら命の火を燃やしてくださいよ。火をつけるのなら僕の欲望にしてくださいよ。
So you don't mind if you get burned?
いいですよ。その代わり思う存分むさぼりますから。今までためにためた分全部受け止めてもらいます。
So you don't mind if I consume you?
飢え死にするよりはマシですからね。
Fair. Even if it means I'll stop being your sister? Why are we doing this in the fire? Even if I'm not your glittering jewel anymore?
いいですよ。たとえ無価値な石ころだとしても僕にとっては
That's
帰り
cute.
道を教えてくれる大事な。
Oh, sorry. If we go back home, they'll tear us apart, you know.
別に構いません。
You might end up alone with no connections of your own.
それでもあなたを失う苦しみよりかはずっとマシですよ。
He smiled sheepishly. Gretel.
あの時から僕はあなたを甘やかすって決めたんです。
This is a lot of conversation happening when fire. I'm sorry. I know I keep bringing it up, but it's kind of important.
あなたがいれば甘いお菓子なんてなくても構わない。どんな苦いものも我慢できる。
Meanwhile, the actual fire is like staying back out of courtesy for Gretel's speech and his love confession. They're like, no, we'll wait. Don't worry about it. We'll give you like 20 minutes, okay?
だから一緒に帰りましょう。
Maybe he was just putting himself on a diet. What? Without an incredible amount of courage, he couldn't possibly have forsaken the very treasure he's fought so hard to protect. Yeah, right? It's a very polite fire. It's just waiting for us to have our moment, and then it'll consume the cabin. Yet here he was, willing to do it for my sake. It all meant so much to me. Tears welled up in my eyes as I shouted, "Yeah, let's go home. I want to stay with you." Just then, with a click, the lock fell to the floor. Wow, was that easy all along?
鍵が。
Mr. Wizard, was this your doing, sir? Gretel opened the cage door and extended a hand to me.
さあ手を。
Hi. Right. I took his hand in mine, and together we escaped the cage. And then the cabin, and then the woods, and then the world!
二人とも大丈夫ですか。
Hi, Red. I just go up and give him a kiss. As soon as we walked outside, Red Riding Hood doused us in water. That's cold.
よかった。二人とも無事だったんですね。
赤ずきんさん。
もうすぐ消防車が来ます。ここは危険ですので早く避難してください。はい。
Yay! Happy ending. We didn't die in the fire. Oh, but we do watch it burn. A short distance away, we stopped and looked back at the candy house. It was engulfed in scarlet flames. As we gazed blankly at it through the darkness, Gretel pulled me close.
燃えちゃいましたね。
Sure did.
後には焼け焦げた建物の残骸だけが残るんでしょうね。
Oh, my kitty Kigurumi.
でもこれで悪い魔女はやっつけました。
Right. Thank you, Gretel. We smiled at each other, our faces both covered in soot. After that, the fire department arrived. Fortunately, the fire was extinguished before it could spread to the rest of the forest. As we stated before, it's a very polite fire. It waited very patiently for the fire department so that way they could save the forest, because the fire didn't want to do that. Fire's like, I'm not a bad fire. Yeah, bye, Kigurumi. They brought us in for questioning, and after a few days, we were finally able to go home again. Mom and Dad took one look at us and started crying tears of joy. Upon further inspection, I realized they both looked really gaunt. They were both so tormented by our absence they had scarcely eaten a single bite of bread.
父さん、母さん、ごめんなさい。
Sorry. Later.
このバカ!
I'm sorry. Hey, don't hit him. I'm the one who started the fire. Ow! You monster. You didn't have to hit both of us.
殴られてもお前らは何一つ文句言えねえだろうが。今までどれだけ周りに迷惑かけて、どれだけ心配かけたと思ってんだ。
ごめんね. Obviously, my brother was furious. I'm sorry.
すみませんでした。
We both apologized on our hands and knees. Oh, the full bow. They had every right to be angry with us. We had no defense. We both hung our heads guiltily. Ryoshi sighed heavily, then reached out and ruffled our hair aggressively. Ah!
なんですか、急に。
まあ、とりあえず無事でよかった。おかえり。
Oh, cute. He smiled at us affectionately. I didn't even know Ryoshi was capable of smiling like that. Wild. You learn something new every day. Gretel and I exchanged a look. Then we recited in unison.
ただいま。
Tadaima. Sorry, my timing was off. You want to try that again? Hold on. We're good. Tadaima. Okay, see there. I did it. I did it in time with him. I'm a professional.
Aneを救うために
Yay, Mr. Wizard is here for a good reason this time.
自分の持っていた一番大切な宝物を手放した。彼は家族を、唯一の絆を失ってしまったかもしれない。けれど、その代わり姉が持っていた宝物が新たな絆を作るだろう。そして、二人はおかしな家から持って帰ってきた宝物で、幸せに暮らしましたとさ。めでたしめでたし。
Hooray! Good job. Once upon a time in the Looking Glass world, there was a young man named Gretel. Gretel had an older sister who he was very proud of. She was smart, beautiful, and worth her weight in jewels. Gretel wanted to be as good as her, so he worked hard in everything he did, from schoolwork to sports. He built up an image of the perfect brother to match his sister, but that was not the real him. Beneath his mild-mannered facade was a violent, destructive, impulsive impulse. I don't know why I put an "iv" at the end of that. I'm sorry. I was doing so good. One day, something small set off his hair-trigger temper. Another student made a vulgar comment, and in retaliation, Gretel beat him black and blue. From there, his life went completely off the rails. Following the incident, his older brother confined him to a stark white room and administered medication. At first, Gretel resisted, but when he thought of his sweet sister, he endured the punishment and obeyed. Once he was free from the white room, Gretel stopped relying on his sister. Instead, he wanted his sister to rely on him. He was terrified that his beloved sister would one day abandon him. After all, he knew he wasn't her real brother. In order to keep himself calm, Gretel ate candy at all times. He was convinced that his sister and his candy were the only things he needed. Their lives were peaceful and happy, and he was sure those happy days would last forever. But that happiness was fragile, and one small mistake made it all fall apart. Yet again, Gretel had hurt someone. Friends of Gretel's victim had exacted revenge upon Gretel's sister. Ooh. When he learned his beloved sister was hurt, Gretel lost all sense of rationality and went on a rampage. And this time, he crossed a line that was never meant to be crossed. His sister caught him in the act. Crying, he begged her not to abandon him. Then, his precious sister took her adopted brother by the hand and wandered deep into the forest. They had no need for moonlight or guideposts. They weren't going home. After all, they had abandoned their home. Together, they wandered the forest for who knows how long, when they came across a tiny cabin in the woods. It was a candy house. The four walls were white, the furniture was all white. White, 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 as far as the eye could see. This eerie white house had all the essentials needed for a home. Food, clothes, and a wood-burning stove. And so the two siblings decided to make this their home sweet home. But the longer they lived there, the more it began to affect Gretel. He laced his beloved sister's food with candy to keep her memory hazy. Then, he tied her hands and feet and stole her agency. Gretel was battling the desire to devour his sister. But time was running out. He had used the candy to suppress his urges, but now the candy was running low. As the effect of the candy faded, his sister regained her memories. She felt pity for Gretel, who suffered because of her, and so she decided to throw herself into the fire. She had realized that she was the wicked witch who controlled Gretel. Gretel was faced with an impossible choice. He could sacrifice their sibling relationship and live with her as her lover, or he could die as her brother. I mean, he didn't have to die. He could have just let her die. Would have been fine. She was willing to do that for him. His sister was his only connection, his dearest treasure. After a lot of thought, Gretel sacrificed his treasure to save his sister, the witch. Instantly, the witch transformed into a princess and gave Gretel a new treasure. And so, having returned from the candy house with treasure in hand, they lived happily ever after. No, look, he's smiling! Baby! Baby boy! Good job, Gretel. There it is! Gretel's happy ending! Okay, now the after credits. Oh, it's
できまし
so
た
cute! Oh! How does it look? Oh, did he put the ribbon in her hair? Oh, this is all cute.
そりゃあ似合うに決まってるじゃないですか。僕があなたのために買ったものですよ。
Nope, I trust you.
嬉しそうですね。
I am very pleased. Of course I am. It's such a sweet gift.
僕もあなたが喜んでくれて嬉しいですよ。
And just tickle his face. Just and he's like, stop. You just do it until he smacks your hand. I would be that person who would just keep doing it until he gets annoyed because I'm an idiot.
あなたを縛っていたリボンも本来の用途で使用されてよかったです。まあ本当なら体中をリボンでぐるぐるに巻いて僕へのプレゼントって感じにしたかったんですけどね。
I mean, it's kind of starting if you look at her hand there. Whoa there, buddy.
ドン引きですか？
Way too far. I mean, not that far. Just save it for the bedroom.
嬉しいくせに。
Shh. Don't call me out. There's people watching. I'm not lying. I think.
聞こえてますよ。そういう反応されると ああ、本当にやっていいんだって思っちゃうじゃないですか。まったく、僕がどれだけいろいろと我慢してるか分かっちゃいないんですから。
This is you holding back?
してますよ。当たり前じゃないですか。むやみやたらにがっつけませんよ。あなたは僕の大切な人なんですから。僕は美味しいものは最後まで取っておくタイプなんです。
Listen, stop.
どうしたんですか？急に黙り込
I'm
んで。
not quiet actually. I'm internally screaming and externally yelling. You love to cuddle me, don't you?
そうですよ。あなたのお兄さんからは、そりゃもう口酸っぱく、こいつは調子に乗るから甘やかすなと言われてるんですが。
Seriously? Damn it, Ryoshi. Why'd you have to go tattle on me?
はあ、でもどうしたって甘やかしちゃいますよね。だって、こんなにも大好きなんだから。お兄さんには悪いですけど、これからもあなたを甘やかしていくつもりです。
Spoil me.
ん？どうしました？
In law?
ああ、義理の兄と書いてお兄さんです。あの人は血のつながった僕の兄ではありませんが、
I was gonna say, it's too
将来
early
的
for the
にあなたと結
proposal.
婚すれば義理の兄となるわけで、ついでにその理屈でいくと、あなたの両親は僕にとってお父さんお母さんになります。
So let's go back to being family.
ああ、なんでこんな簡単なことに気づかなかったのかな。一番手っ取り早い家族の作り方だっていうのに。
That's cause you're dumb. But it's okay, we're all dumb. You know you're not gonna have a sister-in-law, right?
その代わりお嫁さんはいますけどね。それとも奥さんですか？ま、今は結婚できないので恋人止まりですけどね。よ、
You can get engaged. It can be like a 10-year engagement. Right, anyways.
感謝してますよ。あなたのお兄さんにもお父さんにもお母さんにも。彼らが全力で僕を守ってくれたおかげであなたとの今があるんですから。
Yeah.
学校も同じ学年は無理だとしても来年には一緒に通えそうですしね。短い期間でもあなたと学校生活が送れるんですから、今まで以上に優等生を演じないとな。もちろん今までしたことのツケは姉さんの分までちゃんと払っていきますよ。姉さんのためなら土下座行脚でも何でもしてやります。ああ、言い間違えました。あなたのためなら。
Yeah, don't make it creepy. You can keep calling me sister if you want to, sweetie. That's totally not creepy. Do you have a fetish, Yurika?
僕をバカにしてません？
A little bit. Of course not, haha.
今までずっと姉さん姉さんと呼び続けたおかげで癖になって治らないんですよ。
What's wrong with that?
よくありませんよ。あなたは僕の恋人なんですから。
Glad that he
い
understands
つま
it's
で
a
も姉さん
problem.
呼びじゃカッコがつかないじゃないですか。まあでもあなたがそこまで言うのなら時々は姉さん呼びに戻してあげなくもないですけど。
Yes, please.
まったく僕は甘やかしてどうするんですか？
Too bad. I can't help it. I just love you so much. You're my treasure, so of course I'm going to coddle you.
あなたって人は
Oh, actually.
何ですか？
Sorry, the way he said that, my brain stopped for a second. What would you like in exchange for the ribbon?
別にいいですよ。
But I wanna. Yes, I do. As much as I love it when you spoil me, this relationship will be awfully one-sided unless I make it up to you.
しょうがないな。じゃあお揃いのリボンでお願いします。
Cute. A ribbon? Really?
僕がなぜ姉さんにリボンを贈ろうとしたかわかります？
He had to pause for a second, like, do I want to really just call her sister? Ah, fuck it.
あなたとの縁を結ぶための願掛けみたいなもんですよ。
Like a good luck charm?
そうですよ。僕とあなたの縁がいつまでもつながっていられますようにって。僕があなたにリボンを結ぶことで僕とのつながりを表したってわけです。あとはまあ主張ですね。この人は僕の宝物だから誰にも触らせないぞっていう他の男どもへの牽制です。
I mean, you know, it's Gretel. I'll forgive him for wanting to claim what he considers as his. Just cause he's cute.
僕が粘着質な性格なの知ってるでしょ？
Of course, I know everything about you, Gretel.
なら今度はあなたが僕にリボンを結んでください。そしていつまでもずっと一緒にいられるように願ってください。
I've already made that prayer 1,000 times, and I'll probably keep praying for it for the rest of my life. Because I never want these happy days to end.
なら全力で叶えないといけないな。そのためにはこれからもいろいろと我慢したり努力したりしないといけないわけですけど、まあ頑張ります。
頑張れ。
僕はあなたに甘いからあなたのお願いは何でも叶えてあげたくなっちゃうんですよ。
Gretel admits he's a simp.
あなたと過ごす日々は僕にとって何よりも代え難い宝物です。ずっと大切にします。だからこれからも僕と一緒にいてください。
Wow! And they lived happily ever after. Yay! Woo! Hooray! We did it! We got him a happy ending. Oh, I saw the happy ending of the Gretel chapter. That's okay. Very to the point. Oh, so cute. Very to the point achievement. But now it is time. It is time. It's time. It's time. You know what time it is? Do you guys know what time it is? It's time for Kaguya. It's Kaguya's turn now. I love you very much, Gretel, but it's Kaguya's turn. It's Kaguya. Let's go. Oh. Hot amber liquid rippled in rose-printed porcelain. I could smell citrus in the stream. This was but one of the many cafes in the Looking Glass world. Customers came from all over town to enjoy a spot of afternoon tea.
すみません。お会計をお願いします。
Sure thing! It was one of our regulars. I stopped what I was doing and headed over.
ありがとう。今日も美味しかったよ。一度ここの店のものを味わったら他じゃ飲めないね。
Aww. Glad to hear it. We appreciate your business. I smiled back at him. My name? T. Arisu. Occupation, waitress.
あ、そうだ。
When I handed him his change, his eyes lit up. What is it? Tilting my head, I gazed into his eyes. He faltered and glanced away.
君はその
Ooh!
誰かと
Sir, are you flirting with me? I shout out loud to the entire cafe. Wow! Flirting with a waitress? How cool! Oh my! I'm so flattered. I'm just gonna go over here now. Bye!
おーい、そこのウェイトレス、ちょっと来い。
What's up, Cindy? I heard a certain someone calling from behind the counter and flinched, exaggeratedly in mock surprise. I can read, I promise. Coming. Sorry, but we'll have to pick this up again some other time. Wink. I shot the customer a quick wink. Yurika and I share same brain cell. What is going on? In response, he smiled slightly and raised a hand in farewell. You called, Cinderella? Ow! After the man left the cafe, I returned to the counter, only to get smacked upside the head with an empty plate. An empty plate? That better be a plastic plate. If it's glass, that's gonna hurt.
シンデレラさんじゃなくて店長って呼べっつってんだろ。
Hi, Tencho. I responded cheerfully, not in the tone that I just did, but yes, sir. And the grumpy-looking man let out a sigh. His name was Cinderella, and he managed the cafe. In other words, he was my boss.
馴染みの客と交流するのもいいけど、他もしっかりやれよ。
Okay, I won't. Normally, Cinderella liked to ditch the cafe and goof off in town, but every now and then he would get bored enough to help me run the store. He was a fairly handy guy and could master any task you threw at him, but his social skills weren't quite as polished. Yeah, let's put it that way.
なんか失礼なこと考えてないか？
I don't know what you're talking about. No? I cocked my head cutely, teehee.
まあいいや。
Mm-hmm.
とりあえずそこの窓際の席のカップルに注文取ったら休憩に行って。
Just then.
あんたなんて大嫌い。
Oh. Breakup. Did someone find out they were being cheated on? Excuse me, ma'am. Here's some tea. Would you like to spill it? A loud voice rang through the dining area, followed by a slapping sound. Kaguya! Were you the cheater? What did you do? What did you do? Tell me. The source was none other than the very couple Cinderella had just indicated.
何か言うことは？
The peaceful atmosphere was gone, replaced by sizzling tension. Evidently, the woman had struck her boyfriend. He sat there, clutching his cheek and gazing at his beau with a half smile. It feels like a soap opera. I smell drama.
怒った顔も素敵やで。
He grinned like a goofball. Ah. Naturally, the woman struck him again. This time, the impact sent him toppling right out of his chair. Damn, she's strong. Girl, can I get some lessons?
もうあんたなんて知らない。別れましょ。さようなら。
And with that, the woman stormed out.
女って生き物は怖いな。
Cinderella wasn't one to mince his words. Will you approach the man on the floor? Hi. Thinking quickly, I pulled out my handkerchief, ran some cold water over it, then hurried over to the fallen man. Excuse me, are you all right, sir? I pressed the cool cloth against his swollen cheek.
ああ、おおきに。
He blinked back at me, his eyes wide as saucers. What? What? Huh. Then out of nowhere, he clasped my hand in his. Oh no, is he a playboy? Is he a big flirt man?
お嬢さん、
Well,
めっちゃ可愛いやん。僕と付き合わへん？
one fit bird. Yo, listen. Now that's a pickup line. Guys, did you hear that? I'm one fit bird. And asked me out on the spot. All around us, I could hear the other customers whispering. You guys, listen. I'm trying not to look at a walkthrough unless absolutely necessary. What do you think? How should we respond to his confession? What do you vibe? Should we punch him? Should we turn him down? Or should we accept? Because he's very cute. I don't know. All three sound like bad choices to me. I mean, he just got slapped in the face. Maybe we could just turn him down, because there's lots of people staring, and it'd probably look bad if a waitress punched a customer. But then again, he is very forward. So I just turn him down. Should I just... Because it's a little sudden. I know it's his route, but that's like immediate confession? Come on now. Yeah, let's turn him down first. I'm sorry. Pat pat. I bowed my head politely.
ああ、やっぱそうやんな。自分みたいな可愛い子が僕なんかと付き合うてくれへんよな。
So I turn him down, Mr. Wizard pops up like, whoa, you fucked up already! His tone was lighthearted, if a bit awkward. Wait, Yuzu, is Mr. Wizard gonna show up? Did I already end the route? I looked up and sure enough he was smiling.
ほら、さいなら。可愛い
Oh
お父さん
no! Is that really it? The end. He was like, all right, bye. Do 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 do. Oh, I smudged my glasses. Okay. After the man left, an awkward silence descended over the entire cafe. Unable to stand it, I went on a lunch break and stole away to my favorite spot. Whew! I took a bite of my sandwich and washed it down with a sip of milk. Blech. What an odd guy. As I gazed up at the sky, I thought back to today's events. Working in the service industry, which sucks, I'd experienced my fair share of flirtatious comments, but never before had anyone asked me out on the spot. Not only that, but he probably wanted to use me as a rebound girlfriend. Not something most women would enjoy, I'd wager. But for some reason, even though I'd only just met him, part of me was already a tiny bit fond of him. It's the accent. Maybe part of it was simply his good looks, or as shallow as that sounds. I know, I'm suddenly very anxious that Mr. Wizard's gonna pop up any second now, just like, boing, hi! You done fucked up! What would have happened if I'd said yes? Fortunately, no one was around to hear me talking to myself.
知りたい
Hello? Just then, I heard a voice from behind me and my heart nearly stopped. Oh no. Oh, is that you, Mr. Wizard? I turned around just as a black cat walked up and nuzzled itself against me. Oh, a cat! Wait, who are you? My gaze slowly shifted upwards to the man towering over me, dressed in peculiar garb.
はじめまして。
Oh, Mr. Wizard, please don't tell me I fucked up. Please let this be part of the story. You are the wizard?
そうそう。あっと君は名乗らなくてもいいよ。
Listen,
俺は君のことはよーく知ってるんだ。
if you know all about me, then you should know that I'm a big ol' idiot. I drink my dumb bitch juice like a big girl. Sure, buddy.
あ、その反応。さては俺のことをナンパ野郎だって思ってたりしてない？
I mean, I am a very handsome boy, so I wouldn't blame you for flirting with me. What, you're not?
違わないかもね。
I'm gonna kiss you someday, sir.
ただ、俺のナンパは甘い甘い恋に誘うものじゃない。
Oh. So you're a bad boy, is that it?
さあ、どうだろう。試してみたい？
My hand is outstretched. Take it, sir. Let's go. Aw, no thanks. It's not his time.
残念だな。
No, I pat him on the head. It's okay, sir.
ところで君はナンパについてどう思う？
It makes me very uncomfortable, and most of the time I don't realize they're hitting on me until like hours later. I mean, huh?
俺はこう思うんだ。ナンパは浮ついた行為のように見えるけれど出会いの一つの方法なんだって。考えてごらん。人の多くはすれ違い、多くは関わらない。自分の人生に関われるキャラクターなんて世界の総人口から比べればほんのわずかだ。
I mean, that's very fair. I mean, I didn't find out until years later that certain individuals were into me, and that was because another friend told me, like, you didn't know? And I was like, no? When did this happen? They're like, all high school? Oh?
その中で人と人が知り合いになれる機会はどのくらいある？
Not many times. I don't leave my house. I stay here with my games and my fictional men. That's where safety is.
出会いなんてそこらに転がっているように思えてなかなかないものだよ。そのせっかくの機会を自分から潰しちゃうなんて。
But what if he turned out to be an axe murderer? Listen, sir, do you watch true crime? Because I watch too much of it. Everyone's a threat. Sorry, but I don't want people to think I'm easy.
そんなクソみたいなプライド大義の前では必要ないと思うんだけどな。
Mission? Yeah, excuse me?
そう大義。
What mission?
さあ時間だヒロインちゃん。
No!
もう一度出会いから頑張ってみよう。
Are you shitting me? You took this long to tell me I fucked up? Sir! No! Mr. Wizard, please! Mr. Wizard, why? Oh, I'm sad. He is such a troll! Alright, well... Let's try again. What do you think? Should we punch him or just accept? Because those seem to be the other two options, but I don't know. Should I just accept? Yeah. Alright, well, Ana's forfeited her vote. What about you, Yuzu? What do you think? Yeah, well, listen. I also was leaning in that direction, so I also take responsibility for that terrible, awful, terrible choice. Yuzu, are you just not going to... I don't know if you're busy or if you're just not telling me anything because you want me to figure it out myself. Or maybe you just don't remember. I kind of want to save and see what happens if I punch him. Whole new page. Let's see what happens if I punch him. I want to punch him. Just, let's be dramatic and chaotic. Hiya! In a knee-jerk reaction, I hit him with a karate chop. That's not a punch, that's a chop. That's different. Can you blame me? Everything about this guy screams womanizer.
おいこら、客に何やってんだ。
おっすー。ごめん、店長。Ow! The next thing I knew, Cinderella walked right up to me and smacked me with his plate again. Why are you hitting me with a plate? Use your hand, sir. I'm sorry, it was a reflex. Feeling guilty over my violent reaction, I apologized, but the man waved it away with a smile.
はあ、別にかまへんよ。全然言いたくあらへんかったし。今のあれやろ？僕に対するツッコミやろ。
His voice is so cute. I love his accent so much. It's adorable. Playful?
自分おもろい子やな。
Somehow my rude behavior had provoked no more than an amiable grin.
で、どうなん？僕と付き合うてくれるん？
Well, we said no last time, and Mr. Wizard told us that was the wrong choice. So yes, I will go on a date with you, sir. I'm gonna save this time. But I'm gonna say yes, because I'm afraid to say no now that Mr. Wizard's gonna show up and tell me bad choices have been made. Yeah, sure. Sure, you're cute. Sure, I just watched you get dumped by someone, but yeah, why not? That's normal.
No!
Startled everyone. Even Kaguya's like, holy shit, that worked! My response shocked our audience even more.
付き合う言うてもどこに行くんですかっちゅうことやないで。男女の中っちゅうことやで。
Yes, I understand that. The wizard told me I needed to complete the mission, and I'm assuming this is the mission.
ほんま。うわ、めっちゃ嬉しいわ。
Chuffed. His vocabulary. Sir, are you a time traveler? Did you come from living in the past for too long that you picked up on their little mannerisms? You're so cute.
おいおい、ちょっと待て。あんた正気か。俺が働かせすぎたか。
Is this like mid-Cinderella route or something? Cause he's acting like he's jelly. The next thing I knew, Cinderella walked right up to me and put a hand on my forehead.
熱はない。
No, I'm perfectly fine. I'm afraid I'm sound in body and mind.
いや、だって。
Ugh. As Cinderella stared at me in shock, my new boyfriend pushed himself up onto his feet and gave me a big hug, beaming from ear to ear.
よっしゃー。今日から自分は僕の彼女さんや。
What could possibly go wrong?
あ、おい、この野郎。
Yeah, Cindy still definitely has a thing for me. Conscious of the public eye, I gave him a little push and he backed away slightly. But just slightly. Only slightly.
ちなみに自分、名前なんて言うん？
Date first, then name. It's T.
そうなんや。かわいい名前やな。めちゃめちゃ似合うとるで。
Are you gonna tell me yours? He clasped both my hands and shook them firmly. Thanks. What about you?
僕はかぐやっちゅうんや。自分の好きなように呼んだってや。
I'm sure I'll come up with something soon. I think I'll stick to Kaguya for now.
じゃあ今から自分は僕の彼女さんっちゅうことでよろしゅうな。
I can't believe this is Kaguya. What happened? I look forward to it very much. It was just another day in your average run-of-the-mill cafe. Right? Or so I thought. But through a series of unforeseen events, I ended up with a boyfriend.
信じられねえ。
After the one-of-a-kind whirlwind courtship, I went back to working like nothing ever happened. Believe what?
あんたたちのことだよ。出会って何分だ。
20
1 分
seconds.
くらいしか経ってねえだろ。出会って即告って即 OK ってなんだそのインスタント恋愛は。
Listen, you don't know what happens if you say no. What a time saver, am I right? Kaguya was sitting at his table, sipping the tea I made for him with a smile on his face. He's so cute. He noticed me looking at him and waved cheerfully. Hi! Not to be outdone, I waved back. Meanwhile, Cinderella rolled his eyes.
男の方はまだわからないでもないが、あんたが一番理解できね
You think so?
え。そうですかって。
Well, what's so bad about it?
いや、普通あるだろう。家庭とか経過とか躊躇とかいろいろ。
Oh yeah? What do you mean by setup?
そりゃ恋愛のいろはっていうか情緒っていうか
This isn't a K-drama, sir.
物事には順序とかあるし積み重ねとかあるだろ
Oh, I see. How very traditionalist of you. Ow! He reached out and pinched my cheek.
う。今の小バカにした言い方がムカつく。
I'm not trying to be shady.
ああいう見た目も軽い男は中身も軽い。 絶対に女をとっかえ引っかえしてるタイプだ。あんただ
I
って
actually
見
pinched
たろ。
my cheek if you can't
あい
tell.
つがあんたに告る直前、別の女に振られてたじゃねえか。
Rubbing my sore cheek, I tilted my head in contemplation. What's so bad about that? If anything, it just means I know for a fact that he's single, doesn't it?
いや、確かにそうだけど。
Look, Cinderella,
なんだよ。
I don't approve of your trash talking some guy you only just met.
よく知りもしない相手と付き合うのは。
I mean, how else do you get to know someone other than talking to them? I'm gonna go talk to him while we're on a date. 2 birds, 1 stone. Getting to know each other is the whole point of dating. Is that just Yurika and me? Brain cell. Brain cell. We share. I pass it to her. She passes it to me. We resonate. You go on dates because you want to know more about them. He scowled at me.
好きなのか。
I mean, he's pretty. I wouldn't agree to it if I wasn't.
ふん。ま、あんたがいいならそれ以上は何も言わねえが、泣きを見るなよ。
Why not? Won't you comfort me?
いやだ。ほら、さっさと休憩行ってこい。
Okay, thanks. Be back soon. I pulled off my apron and headed over to see my new boyfriend. He's all shiny and new and has that new boyfriend smell. Sorry I took so long.
全然待っとらへんよ。かわいいひーさんのこと見てたら、時間なんてあっという間に過ぎとったわ。ほんまやで。
Glad to hear it.
お腹すいた？
Am I ever?
僕もや。ほな、今から美味しいもん食べに行こ
Okay.
う。おっと、その前に。
Kaguya knelt down in front of me and offered his hand.
僕のひーさん、お手をどうぞ。
Sorry, I love that he says puppet. It's so fucking cute. And so, hand in hand, we walked down the street. Yeah, hand holding. Nice. Considering I'd only known him for a few hours, this was all happening rather quickly, and I was a bit flustered. What do you want to have for lunch, Kaguya?
僕は何でもええで。ひーさんは何が食べたい？
Good question. The lunch rush had come and gone, but the streets were still brimming with appetizing smells. Fried food, meats, baked goods. As I debated internally, my eyes met Kaguya's and he smiled.
迷ってんならそこらのうまそうな店、片っ端から見てじっくり決めよ
Good idea.
う。なんか食べたいもんあったら遠慮せんと言ってな。
Okay, same goes for you.
僕はひーさんの好きなもんがええな。せっかくこうして好きなことおるんやから、好きなこと同じもんが食べたいし。
His favorite girl already? Jeez, I'm blushing. No matter what?
そういうもんやって。
At this point, it was clear I was going to have to be the one to make the decision. In terms of first date food, I'd usually go with a nice classy cafe, but I couldn't exactly go to a rival cafe on my lunch break. Perhaps my best bet was a crepe or something that was vain. How about crepes?
お、ええな。じゃあクレープ屋さんに行こうか。
He's gonna agree with anything you say, Yorika. Okay. Grinning, Kaguya led me by the hand. You seem really happy. His childlike innocence made a simple stroll feel like so much fun.
そりゃあめっちゃ嬉しいもん。ひーさんみたいな可愛い彼女ができて、僕はほんま幸せもんやで。
What's poppet mean anyway?
姫様ってことやで、ひーさん。
I've never heard it before. Is it some kind of regional slang?
そう、どないやろな。
It's kind of out of date, if you know what I mean. You're not from around here, are you, Kaguya? Are you from a different country?
そう見える?
You look like you come from a different time. Like, entirely. You look like a time traveler. So, you're not, or... I was merely trying to make small talk. After all, it was the perfect way to learn more about my new boyfriend, as well as a healthy part of any budding relationship. But just then, a delicious fragrance wafted its way over to us. Looking around for the source, I followed my nose and found... Honestly, I'll be impressed if I did call it so quickly. I know that's usually my thing, but these ones have been definitely throwing me for loops, so... Kebabs. Yeah, kebabs of all things.
ん? どないしたん?
Oh, nothing. I turned away from the kebab stand. No matter how good it sounded, there was no way in hell I could eat kebabs on a first date. Besides, I already told Kaguya I wanted crepes. Cute, feminine crepes. I would sooner die than turn to him and ask, hey, can we go with kebabs instead? So, I needed to shift my stomach out of meat mode and start thinking about dessert.
あ、なあなあ、ひいさん、美味しそうなもんあるで。はよ行こう。
He's gonna take us over to the kebabs. Can you read my mind? Are you a brain reader? Pulling me by the hand, he led me to the very same kebab stand. Either that or he's just very
ここ
observant.
や、ここ。あ
A
あ、ええ
scrummy
匂いやな。
A scrummy smell. I want to use that word. Scrummy. I love that. Yeah. It was such perfect timing, I didn't quite know how to react. Behind the stand, the man in charge was happily grilling his skewers of meat over a charcoal fire. Ooh, the closer I get, the better it smells.
なあ、クレープはやめて、ここにせえへん?
Huh?
なんかめっちゃ美味しそうやし、ひいさんが好きなもんでええって言ったのにあれやけど、あかんかな。
I mean, he does dress like your classic, like, time period otome character or a yokai, so it's either one of the two. Because he got the little shawl thing that they like to give to extraordinary humanoid shaped individuals. I don't know how else to put it, I'm sorry. He tilted his head inquiringly. Oh, no, I don't mind at all. That suits me fine. I gave him a thumbs up. If anything, it's everything I wanted and more. Yeah, usually divinely powered from whatever. Yeah. And plus Kaguya, the whole story about Kaguya and the moon. Either that or, well, because he's got the bunny mask, and Kaguya lives on the moon with a bunny, doesn't she? In the story, I don't remember all the details, but I know Bunny's on the moon, and then Kaguya's on the moon. So, moon god, yokai, yeah. He got bored up there and decided to pop down and say hi. What's up? Do you want to go on a date? You're cute. You're a fit bird. He hasn't been down here in a while, so he doesn't know the new slang. If anything, it's everything I ever wanted and more. In response, Kaguya gave me a thumbs up in kind, tapping his thumb against mine. Boop.
よっしゃ。
Yay!
おっちゃん、僕と彼女に一本ずつちょうだい。もちろんカップル割引でな。
Ham yum 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 yum. With our purchase complete, we paid to visit the lake. No one else was around, so it was the perfect place for a private moment. How long is your lunch break? Kaguya, let me pay you back for my half.
ええて。女の子に払わせるわけいかへんし。それに、ひいさんが可愛いから、おっちゃんも負けてくれはったしな。あ、ここらへんにしようか。
I mean, that's fair. From the right angle, it can look like a fox, so... He spotted a bench on the lakeshore and set his things onto it. Are you sure you don't want me to pay you back? like literally me going out with anyone, even like on a birthday lunch or something, is like, are you sure? I can pay half. It's fine. Yeah, I mean, you know, he does seem like the type who would, with how they're presenting him so far. It would seem like he would he would be like, yeah, sure. In fact, if you want to pay for all of it, actually.
ええよ。そんな遠慮することなんかあらへんって。
Okay then, thanks for treating me.
はい、どういたしまして。
He patted me on the head. Cute.
ほな、座って食べよ。
Okay.
ああ、ちょい待ち。
Oh. Huh? Without warning, he suddenly pulled off his kimono and spread it out on the bench. Aww.
そのまま座るとひいさんの服が汚れるやろ。僕の着物の上に座ったらええ
A
よ。
gentleman. You don't have to do that. It's just a bench. Besides, I don't want to get your kimono all dirty.
僕のは別に汚れても構わへんから。な。
He pulled me down onto the bench and on top of his kimono layer. Sorry about this.
そんな遠慮せんとき。自分は僕の彼女さんなんやから。当然やろ。
Would they?
そういうもんやって。ちょっと待ってな。今用意したるから。
He's so cute. I was saying that earlier, yeah, like, but I mean, okay, it would make sense if he's Kaguya of the Moon, because, like, Kaguya used to be a person way back when, and then went to the moon. I don't know the story in full detail, so don't come after me, but Kaguya was a person. So, back in the past, then become moon, then time passes, then comes back down. Like, woo, things are different now. Haha, let's see what's going on. He got tired of the moon. Oh, my throat hurts a little bit. Okay. He pulled a skewer out of the paper bag and slid each piece of meat off the stick and onto a paper plate. Yeah, I like this mortal. This mortal's a fit bird. What are you doing?
ん？ひいさんが食べる分を取り分けてるんやで。ほら、かぶりついたら口元が汚れるやろ。あ、ひいさんはかぶりついた方が良かったか？ほんなら、こっちの方を。
I feel so pampered. Almost like I'm a real princess.
大げさやな。これくらい彼氏なんやから当然やって。
I just had a thought that would be one of my wouldn't it be funny if thoughts. Don't hold it against me if it does become true like my other self-fulfilling prophecies, but wouldn't it be funny if he tries to make me take his place on the moon so he can stay down here? Just because she said I feel like a princess, and I'm like, You know, I'm just saying, what if there's a threat of us being sent to the moon in his place? If the moon thing is true. Sorry, it would be pretty funny, and if that doesn't happen, can we have an otome that does that? Yeah, too much work on the moon, too boring, very plain, 0 out of 10. I would like to retire from the moon, thanks. I somehow doubt that.
はい、できた。
Oh!
ひいさん。
Oh, I mean, wait, what? He held the kebab, or rather just the meat, up to my mouth. Oh, if you missed it earlier, since when is, route started, he got slapped. We came over like, sir, are you okay? And he was like, wow, you're pretty, will you go out with me? And originally we said no, and then Mr. Wizard told us that was wrong, so we went back in time and then told him yes, and now we're dating. That is the story so far. feel free to watch earlier. And you might have to watch next week on YouTube because tonight's gonna be a clusterfuck from all of my technical difficulties earlier. But yeah, that's really how it happened. He got dumped. We checked on him. He asked us out, and we said yes. Yeah, Ashley's no longer allowed to help me make decisions because we both said no, and then Mr. Wizard told us to fuck off. Also, is one of Kaguya's eyes a different color? Does he have heterochromia? It looks like the eye under his bangs is yellow instead of brown. I might just be seeing things. Anyways, he held the kebab, or rather just the meat, up to my mouth. After a moment of hesitation, I opened my mouth and took the bite.
お味の方はどうですか?
Oishii! It's divine! Yeah, it really does look yellow, or at least like a yellow-green-ish. It doesn't look brown. That's the point. My reply came out a bit louder than I meant it to. The meat was delightfully tender, and the juices danced on my tongue as I chewed. The seasoning wasn't too overpowering either. As I savored the meat, Kaguya beamed with satisfaction.
よかった。ほんなら僕の分も食べてええよ。
As he spoke, he slid the pieces of meat from the second skewer. What? Don't you want it?
うん。僕はさっき自分のとこの店で食べたからお腹いっぱいやね。
Surely the little treats we sell aren't enough of a meal to satisfy a grown man. If memory serves, all he had was a scone and a cup of tea. I'd be starving if I was him. Oh, yeah, spirited away. Wait, then why the heck did I suggest crepes of all things?
僕な、こう見えて小食やね。
Yeah, he doesn't need to eat because he's a god.
さ、できたで。どうぞ。遠慮なく召し上がれ。
He stabbed a piece of meat onto his fork and held it up to my mouth. Yum, 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 yum. Feed me! Moon Prince Kaguya! I can now relate to Sokka, because I too have dated the moon. I was caught in quite a quandary. Was he actually full? Or was he just offering to be polite? I'm so hesitant to just pick something outright. Is that the new meme art for his route? The moon girlfriend thing? You know what? I think it's gonna have to be. He's the moon girlfriend. I'm gonna have to draw T talking to Alice, like our boy Alice, just like, my boyfriend turned into the moon. He's like, that's rough, buddy. Sailor Moon! Kaguya dressed as Sailor Moon! Whole new meaning to Moon Prism Power Make-up! I don't know. I don't know. B, this is your boy. Let us decide. Do we encourage him to eat, or should we eat it because he's offering it? It is your decision this time. You get to choose. I've already saved. Gender bent Sailor Moon has been on my mind lately, and this is bringing it up again. I mean, you know? It's good. It's good. I mean, if you don't want to make a decision, I could just decide. Just tell me when to stop. Just tell me when to stop. Just... Okay. Okay then, will you feed me?
遠慮せんとき。
Gretel's route was about like obeying him, and then Kaguya's route is supposed to be about rejecting him. We're picking all the wrong answers. Can you imagine? I opened my mouth wide and Kaguya fed me a bite. Yum, 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 yum. Hey, I got fed by my boyfriend in both routes. Only Kaguya does a better job of it.
Oishii?
It's great. I savored the mouthful of meat with the accompanying moments of happiness. Yum, 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 yum.
Hai, omizu.
Oh, thanks. Once our meal was finished, Kaguya took the initiative to throw away our trash and buy us some drinks. I offered to go in his place, but he insisted. What is this, a healthy relationship? Actually, it's not quite healthy. It's very one-sided right now, but we'll see. He really seems to enjoy waiting on me hand and foot. Thank you for always being so always being so considerate, Kaguya. I've only known you for an hour, but you've always been considerate in that time frame.
別にええって。全部僕が好きでやってることやしな。
No, I mean that is an option too if the moon thing holds true. Ah, delightful silence. Anyways, can I have music back? Afterwards, the two of us stared out at the gently rippling lake. Blah, blah, blah. I can talk. My lunch break was approaching its end, and I knew the time would be better spent having some sort of conversation, but I think we were both in a bit of a food coma, even though he didn't eat. Curiously, I stole a glance at Kaguya's face in profile beside me. Oh,
どないしたん?
how's your cheek? I gingerly touched the pink swollen spot on his face. Though he didn't let it show, I could tell it must hurt badly.
ええ男が台無し?
I'm afraid so. You really think highly of yourself, huh?
冗談やって。
He's so cute. I pulled my handkerchief out of my pocket and pressed it against his cheek.
このハンカチ汚れてしもうたな。新しいの買うた方がええかな。
I don't need a new one, but you should keep this one and use it when you need to. Kaguya cocked his head at me.
ほんまに僕がもらってもええの?
He's holding the handkerchief in both hands like, is this an offering? Sure, I don't mind. Wow, he's really in awe of being given a handkerchief. He blinked at me in surprise, the same way he had back when we first met. Then the look in his eyes softened.
ほんなら、もらっとくわ。おおきにな。
Your offering has been accepted by the Moon Prince. His lips curled into a contented grin. You're very welcome. I grinned right back at him.
自分、ええ子やな。
Well, I'm certainly not a bad girl, but I don't know that I'm especially good either. Wow, yeah, congratulations, you're married. Fuck. The exchanging of handkerchiefs.
ほんまに?
You can never judge a book by its cover. It's not too late to change your mind about me, you know. I smirked mischievously.
全然。ひいさんこそ、僕なんかと付き合うて後悔してへん?
I think it's a little premature for that. I'll need to wait until I know you a bit better.
あ、石膏。そういう時は、全然って可愛く言うんがええ子なんやで。
Will I respond like a proper good girl? I'm honestly, I am scared to say no to this man because I don't want Mr. Wizard to pop up. A yes in response will keep Mr. Wizard away. That's what I believe. Maybe. Be a degenerate. Tell him no. What if I'm gonna have to like load if he. Let's do a quick save. Didn't I tell you I'm not a good girl, right?
意地悪や。
Just then, Kaguya looked up as though he'd remembered something.
ヒーさん、この後も仕事やろ？時間は大丈夫なん？
Aw, he's being really considerate. Oh crap. And by oh crap, I meant oh crap. I was having so much fun I completely lost track of time.
そろそろ戻ろう。
Yes, please. Before I could rise to my feet, he offered me a hand.
お手をどうぞ、お姫様。
Ah, cute. Thank you. Gosh, I really do feel like a princess. Hoping to contribute something in return, I reached out to take his kimono off the bench and shake it out, but he beat me to the punch there, too. He thinks of everything! As he listen, if he was this considerate all around, why did he get dumped? Is he like the boyfriend meme where he's looking back at the girl who's passing by and that's why he got dumped because of his womanizing ways? Or is there something more? As he brushed the dust from his clothes, he turned to me.
お、なあなあ、今日自分の仕事終わるの待っててもええ？
if you have other stuff to do, bruh. I mean, sure. Is he actually Moon Boy or does he have a job? On the way back to the cafe, we engaged in lots of fun conversation.
ヒーさんはあの店にずっと勤めとるん？
Oh, I don't know, about 2 years now?
へえ、2年もやっとるからあんな慣れとるんやな。自分が入れてくれた紅茶、めっちゃ美味しかったで。
He's like, your tea is so good. Would you come live with me and wait on me hand and foot in return for all the waiting on you I did? That's kind of you to say. How was the scone?
めちゃめちゃ美味しかった。
I baked those myself, actually.
おお、すごいやん。ヒーさんは可愛いだけやなくて料理も上手なんやな。
Nah, I'm nothing special. And yet I was gloating internally.
僕、あの店好きやな。食事は美味しいし、制服もエロ可愛いし、あの店長さんもおもろい人みたいやしな。
I'm gonna go a little long tonight since we had such technical difficulties earlier. Yeah, Cinderella's a good guy. Really fun to work with. Oh, but to be clear, you're a good guy too. You're really kind and you're always smiling. I figured I probably shouldn't gush about some other guy in front of my new boyfriend, so I added some compliments for him too.
僕自身あんま実感ないな。
He smiled sheepishly. Of course I am. I really think you're great. Meanwhile, I shifted my attention to our surroundings. Look at all these women staring at Kaguya. I think I just heard someone say, check out that hottie. As I returned my gaze to Kaguya's perfect face, he blinked at me curiously. Oh, it's nothing. I turned back to the road ahead of us and came face to face with a young woman. Uh-oh, is it the ex? Huh? Her surprise quickly shifted to fury and she stormed right up to us. One look at the glare in her eyes and I could already tell what was about to happen. She wasn't glaring at me, she was glaring at Kaguya. Do you know her, Kaguya? Despite our impending doom, I forced my tone to stay level. Uh-huh. Under pressure from the woman's glare and my question, Kaguya faltered and started to laugh nervously.
どちらさんでしたっけ?
Oh.
最低!
The next thing I heard was an airy slap. Kaguya? Are you okay?
大丈夫や。
Judging from the sound of his voice, he was anything but.
あなた、彼の何?
Me? Well, I'm his girlfriend, I suppose?
私も彼の彼女なんだけど。
Ah. I smiled stiffly. This is exactly what I'd been afraid of. I see. So I take it you're mad because he's cheating on you?
はあ？何冷静ぶってんの？
Her anger was perfectly reasonable, of course.
ねえ、どういうこと？説明してよ。私と付き合ってんのにこの女とも付き合ったっていうわけ？それともこの女と付き合ってるのに私とも付き合ったの？
ああ、一応君の方が先に付き合ってたというか。
Boys in trouble. You think?
一応？何それ？意味わかんない。私とこの女、どっちが本命なの？
Honestly, at that point, I think both of them should just dump him. I mean, Listen, for the route, different. But in reality, no, both just dump him. Fuck it.
それは
Kaguya glanced at each of us in turn.
彼女
Oh my god.
かな。
Yikes. You just gave me a bitter enemy. Flushed with rage, the woman raised her hand to strike once more. Wait, please. I grabbed her arm.
何よ。
I won't deny it. What he's done is despicable and more than worthy of your retribution. But I'm partially at fault here myself. The fact of the matter is, unbeknownst to either of us, I stole him from you. I paused to take a breath. So, if you're going to hit someone, hit me instead. Seriously?
はあ？何イコちゃんぶってんの？あなたは人の彼氏に手出したんだよ。
Okay, were you married to him? No? Then homewrecker not, just the other woman. I mean, that's the definition, isn't it? The whole... Okay. I'm getting defensive over something that's not real. I'm just gonna move on. Yeah, this type of plot. Yay! You're absolutely right, which is why I ought to be held accountable. So go ahead, hit me! It's secretly Yurika's fetish! She wants to be hit! Slap her! I relinquished my grip on her arm and closed my eyes, gritted my teeth to brace myself for impact. But the impact never came.
ああ、めっちゃ気持ちええわ。
Kaguya sighed peacefully as he pressed an ice pack to his inflamed cheek. Does it hurt?
ちょっとな。
Well, I'm afraid you'll just have to suck it up. Considering what you did to her, you got off easy.
せやな。
He smiled stiffly as I fell silent. Then, to break the tension, he glanced around.
喫茶店の上の階はこないになっとるんやな。
Yep. I worked down on the first floor and rent a room up here on the second. After the scandal, I brought Kaguya to my room. We've been together for less than a day and I've already brought him home with me. My grandmother would faint.
僕、部屋に上がってもよかったん？
Just so we're clear, I don't do this with all the guys. You're a special exception.
恋人やもんな。
Oh. I prodded his cheek with my index finger. Because you're injured. Frankly, you were lucky she was willing to have mercy on you, because she was entirely in the right. That said, I knew all along she wasn't going to take me up on my offer. Her first slap had already drawn a considerable amount of attention. If she went to strike the sweet and innocent other woman, she would have caused even more of a scene.
わかってます。浮気した僕が悪いんやって。
Oh, good, so you know you were in the wrong. He slumped his shoulders. Darn right. I pulled the ice pack away from his face and cleared my throat. Okay, I promise I won't get mad, so please just be honest with me.
はい。
How many other girlfriends do you have?
怒ってないん？
At this point, I don't have the energy for it.
呆れとる。
Zuboshi!
はははは。それは悪いことしたな。
This isn't funny, Kaguya. I put my hands on my hips. Oh my god. How many other candidates for Moon Princess are there? Yeah, I feel like I need to know. If I don't know, it's gonna turn into Scott Pilgrim. Like, I don't want to fight 7 other exes. That's not the plot line I'm looking for here. Actually, it's probably gonna end up being that route, so I best be prepared. So tell me. So how many of us are there?
3人くらい
Okay, that's not as bad as Ramona, but those are all active girlfriends, aren't they? I don't buy that for a second. Closer to 30, am I right? I smiled sardonic. Oh my god, 30?
10倍は言い過ぎやと
Tell me the real number, sir. Look, I don't care how many people you've been with in the past. I just want to check.
はい
You have romantic feelings for me, yes?
もちろん
Am I the only girl you are currently seeing?
せやで
Okay then.
もうええの
Yep. He stared at me, slack-jawed. What's the matter?
てっきり自分にも振られるかと思うててんけど
Do you want me to?
ちゃうねんそうやなくて
Are the other aware that I am now the only girl? Yeah, right? Are the 30 other girls aware that I am now the only one? That's very true. I know, I know. I exhaled slightly. But Mr. Wizard will come for me. I don't want him to. I'm gonna say no for now. I asked you if you have feelings for me, and if I'm the only one you're seeing, and you said yes to both. So I'll let it go.
めっちゃええ子や
I stared hard at Kaguya, my brow furrowed. What, because my decision was convenient for you? That's not how being good works. Anyway, if I leave you to your own devices, there's no telling when someone will beat you black and blue, so just stay here until things settle down, alright?
はい
I come back and he's gone.
で、容体は
He insists he's fine, but as far as I can tell, he might still have some residual swelling tomorrow.
自業自得だな。
After I returned to work, I explained the situation to Cinderella, who snickered.
言った通りだったろ。あいつは女を特会引っ換えしてるって。
There's nothing wrong with polyamory as long as everyone consents. Hey, poly route, let's go.
されてたんだろ。
Right, well, technically I was more of a villain than a victim in this scenario, but...
悪いことは言わねえ。傷つかないうちに別れちまえよ。
I want to cause problems, though.
俺、なんか間違ってること言ってるか。
Cindy, being the villain is in right now. Haven't you been reading webcomics? No, I'd say that's the conclusion most people would come to, right? Like a normal person would break up with him, but I'm not normal.
なんだそれ。あんたは浮気されてもいいってのかよ。
I just want to slap him once. Not especially. It's not that I approve of his infidelity. I just don't know him that well. That's why I'm not hung up on it. Long story short, I'm just not emotionally invested yet.
そりゃあんな唐突に付き合えばそうなるだろ
Tell me, Cinderella, what is infidelity to you?
う。はあ？そりゃ浮気っていうくらいだから浮ついた気持ちであっちこっちにフラフラするってことじゃねえの？
Then wouldn't that apply to you, since you're always out wandering around when you should be working?
俺をあんなのと一緒にすんな。
Ow! He smacked me over the head. You're such a hypocrite, you know that?
このへりくつ娘。無駄話してる暇あったら手動かせ。
Okay. And so I went back to work.
ああ、ひいさん、おかえり。
I'm all done with work. When I returned to my room, Kaguya greeted me with a smile.
仕事どないやった？疲れたやろ？肩もんだろか？
I don't think we're close enough for you to reach that level. Wait. He slid an arm around my waist and guided me to the center of the room where he sat me down and rubbed my shoulders. Okay. Am I the only one you're seeing right now? Did he answer that literally though? Because MC was right in front of him. I mean, you know, that's a good point too. He did answer that literally rather than in the terms that she was referring to. Is he that much of an asshole? We will find out. My Gretel route was ruined and now your Kaguya route is ruined.
お客さん、肩凝ってますな。この調子やと、足とかも相当むくんでるんとちゃいますか？
Do not touch my feet. Don't touch my feet, sir. Oh, but they are, sir. I have to be on my feet all day at work, so I massage them myself every day.
僕、足のマッサージも得意なんです。今ならサービスでなんとただ。どうですか？
No thanks. Oh, thank God.
それは残念やな。
He's secretly a feet guy. For me or for you?
もちろん僕が。
He's a feet guy. Thanks for the offer. Oh, I held the button down. I'm sorry. What was it? I gently moved his hands away from my shoulders. I need to change out of my uniform, so could I ask you to leave? I gestured to the open door. He left the room without complaint. I made sure the door was firmly shut, then locked it for good measure. Smart. Whew. Heaving a sigh, I grabbed some loungewear from my closet. It was so quiet and peaceful, you'd never know anyone was here just moments earlier. As I stripped off my uniform, I thought about Kaguya. What did he do in here while I was gone? I would check the panty drawer, make sure nothing's missing. I brought him tea and snacks during my last break, but he didn't seem to have touched them. He doesn't eat or drink? But didn't he have a scone earlier? Maybe he really just doesn't have an appetite. I didn't notice anything out of place, either. Did he just sit there and twiddle his thumbs the whole time? There we go. Once I finished changing, I opened the door. Sorry for the... Wait... What the... There was no one there. Kaguya? I called his name. No response. He's not trying to play hide and seek with me, is he? I cast my eyes all around the hallway. Was he going to jump out and scare me as a prank?
何やってんだ?
Just then, Cinderella came up the stairs. Hey, have you seen Kaguya? Did he go back to the moon?
あいつだったらヘラヘラ笑いながら出て行ったぞ。
Did he actually steal panties from my drawer? Okay, great, thank you. I bolted down the stairs at the speed of light. Or did he take me literally and go outside? The winter sun was quick to set, and the dark twilight was setting in. Cutting through the crowds of people on their way home, I finally tracked him down. Kaguya! Fortunately for me, his strange attire made him stand out like a sore thumb. The second I laid eyes on him, I shouted and waved. But in the next instant, I stopped short and lowered my hand. He was smiling and chatting with a woman I didn't recognize.
あれ？
When he spotted me, he raised his eyebrows in surprise.
どないしたん？
I should ask you the same thing. You disappeared on me.
え？着替えるから出てき言うたやん。
Yeah, so like, wait in the hall for like 2 minutes. I didn't mean literally, I just wanted you to stand in the hall until I was done.
そうなん？つい勘違いしてもうたわ。
Yeah, he did take it literally. I glanced at the pretty lady standing next to him. Yes? So, who's this?
ああ、道を聞かれとったんよ。
Oh, gotcha. Fortunately, her destination was a popular tourist location. I gave her directions and she quickly headed off. Take care.
ほな、気ぃつけてな。
She probably came up to ask him directions as an excuse to talk to him because he's very pretty. With a final wave to the woman, I turned back to Kaguya.
ん？そういや、ひいさんは僕を探してくれはったんやっけ。僕になんか用があるん？
At first I thought it was a stupid question, but then I realized it wasn't. Did I need something? Well, no. No, I didn't. You disappeared, so I got worried.
すんません。
He inclined his head politely, then glanced up at the skies. The inky canvas above us was studded with little pinpricks of light. Oh, but no moon? Is there no moon up there?
もうすっかり夜やんな。
It sure has.
ひいさん、
Huh? What is it, Kaguya? Oh. He stooped down until he was at my eye level and then stroked my hair. Is he like super tall? Sir, how tall are you?
女の子が一人でこんな夜に出歩いたらあかんで。送ったるから帰ろ。
It's not that late. Early evening at worst.
せやけど、ひいさんはこんなに可愛いんやから、どっかの悪い男からナンパされるかもしれんやろ。
You mean like yourself? Yeah!
ん？僕みたいに。
At least he knows it.
ほな、手つなごう。
Oh, hand holding my favorite. Yeah. I'm so glad you two referred me to this Otome series, honestly. Sure. Do you have plans after this, Kaguya?
ん？
Do you have to get home by a certain time? With a smile, he proceeded to drop the biggest bombshell yet.
そんなんあらへんよ。僕、宿なしやし。
Oh, well.
信じらんねえ。
Guess that's gonna be the end of the episode. That's a good stopping point. Well, I'm homeless. Duh. I don't have to go home. There's nowhere to go to. Alright, well, that's gonna be where we stop it today. I do apologize for all of the terrible, horrible, awful troubleshooting in the beginning there. I'll condense it all and cut out the me yelling at my Wi-Fi later. And then upload to YouTube, but yeah. Wasn't looking at your reaction made me think. Oh yeah, he went to get back to his wife and kids. Yeah. Oh, well, awesome. We completed Gretel's route. Look at the cuties. Look at them. They're so cute. Ah! I like that I have a hair ribbon that matches his little necktie now. That's cute. But yes, that's gonna do it for tonight. We will resume, hopefully without technical difficulties, on Thursday for the start of Final Fantasy 16! I'm so stoked for it, you guys! After the trauma of the demo, I can't wait to see what other trauma we carry. What other emotional baggage will we be given by the Final Fantasy 16 team? It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I'm excited. Okay. But thank you guys so much for joining the tea party this time. I'll see you guys at the next tea party with a new flavor. But in the meantime, finger guns. You guys stay happy, stay healthy, stay hydrated. And I hope you have a great rest of your night or a fantastical rest of your day if you're watching in the daytime. But goodbye. I love you.